Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is probably my best Black Ops gameplay to date. It is entitled Jigglypuff, as you can see, for obvious reasons. In this gameplay I'm using what is probably what I consider to be a quote-unquote try-hard setup. It is the M16 with a Masterkey, Scout Pro, Flak Jacket Pro, and Tactical Mask Pro. I apologise, I do not have Flak Jacket Pro yet. I don't think I have any grenade throwback challenges yet. And I don't prestige, so that means I've never ever got a grenade throwback. Before I forget, shout out to Ben as promised, and also to Dan, Greg and Ollie if you're watching. That also goes to anyone else watching who has one of those names. But yeah, I mean, normally when you see a Domination game with a big score, people automatically assume you're not going to play the flags or whatever. I'll let you be the judge on my gameplay. I'll just give you the facts, you tell me how it is, you know? I think I get one capture, that's a pretty poor effort I have to say, but then about 13 defends, so hopefully that makes up for it. I spend most of my game kind of going between the flags that we already have and just killing people who are capturing them. I mean, there's no point in capturing a flag if no one's going to defend it, right? But I was messing around with Scout Pro a bit, and Scout Pro is an interesting perk because it speeds up the animations of so many things, like as well as the obvious kind of switching between weapons thing. It also accounts for when you pick up a new weapon, or you know, when you pull out a kill streak thing, that, you know, the remote control, which is really an irritating animation that gets in the way sometimes. Also speeds up that when you pull out a piece of equipment, any of that kind of stuff, it all speeds it up. So I think it's a lot more useful than most people think. Oh, and I just want to do a little experiment on this video, guys. Bear with me on this. Could you please like the video now, even if you haven't, you know, judged whether you like it or not yet? Now, I'll explain why, because what I've realised is a lot of people, whether they like or dislike a video, don't remember to actually put what they want. You know, I do this all the time myself. I watch someone's video and then just completely forget to rate it by the time it gets to the end of it. Now, if everyone does that, it makes quite a big difference. I looked at my older video, which is the Dual HS10s video. That's up to about 18,000 views at the moment, which is more than any other video around it, and that's purely because we got so many ratings on that. Like I said, it makes an unbelievable difference. So what I would ask is that everyone just click the like button now, and if during the course of this video you decide that you do not like the video, that is absolutely fine. That's your choice. Simply change it to a dislike. YouTube won't count the first like if you change it to a dislike halfway through. So all I ask is that you go one way or the other. You know, it doesn't bother me. If you really don't like it, then fair enough. At least explain to me why in the comments, and I'll see what I can do about it. But you saw back there I was camping around C, just basically watching them funnel out there. A lot of the game you'll see me stay in one spot for like half a minute or so, and then move on. I call it like burst camping, you could call it. Like if you camp in one place for a while and then just move on. I tend to just move from spot to spot based on how their spawns are working. Like I knew they were coming out of C there, so it made sense to stay there. But then once B comes under attack later, I move over there. When A's under attack, I move over there. It just, you know, adapt to how the other team is playing. My kill streaks for this game were the sentry gun, the attack helicopter, and the rolling thunder. None of which get me many kills, although the sentry gun was pretty handy for locking down certain points. There have been some games where the sentry gun has got me, you know, upwards of 10 kills just because it's placed in the right position. So really it's a very situational kill streak. Pretty hard to get the hang of, but once you get the hang of it, it is a very effective tool, you could say, for locking down certain areas, and of course getting some nice kills. Rolling Thunder, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's worth an 8 kill streak, honestly. I'm glad they moved it down from 9 from Modern Warfare 2. But even so, the only use I can see for it is in something like Nuketown Ground War. Actually, to be fair, I don't even know if they have that in Ground War. I've never played Ground War. But some kind of Ground War map where you can easily kill the entire team in one carpet bomb. Because, think about it, if you have something like a chopper gunner in Ground War, it could be shot down very quickly given the amount of players that are likely to be running the Strellas. And obviously you can't shoot down an airstrike, so that would be the only situation I can see it being useful. However, in this game I think I get 2 kills of it. My attack helicopter probably gets a few. I don't know, I lost count. But the point is, I didn't have too many kills from kill streaks themselves, which makes me all the more proud of this gameplay. So, funny story. I was playing some Domination the other day, and I was sitting in the pre-game lobby, and Nuketown was the map that pretty much everyone voted for. Everyone except me. And I was looking how the teams are forming up, and I was with a team of random people, because I wasn't in a party or anything. And I look at the other team and I see that they're all in a party. So I think, oh, brilliant, we're going to get completely destroyed. They are an entire clan of people, probably organised, and we are not. And I look at the names of the other team and I see like, it's II Magics, it's II Rapids. So I kind of somewhat naively assume that they're all going to go for L96 clips all game, so that kind of relieved me a bit. However, when it actually came to the game itself, it started off alright, you know, we moved forward, we capped our own flag, Cap B, started off defending it pretty well. Then it all kind of fell apart. I think the entire team were using AK-74Us. I was using like an Enfield with a flamethrower or something. And, you know, we held off reasonably well, and then we just got completely destroyed at the end. You know, constant enemy napalm strikes and spy planes, and we were trapped at the back of A, helpless. And my final score wasn't actually terrible. You know, I didn't play the objective too much towards the end, because I thought, fuck this, we're never going to win. But I basically ended with a score that was similar to their top player's score. It was something like 50 kills, 20 deaths, and 2 captures or something. You know, not too bad, but not great either, right? So, as you would have imagined, they beat us, and after that game I thought, well, I don't want a repeat of that the next game. I really can't be bothered. They're obviously going to stay in the same team because they're all in the same party together. So I'm just going to back out and find a new game. And almost immediately I get a message from one of the guys saying, you know, why did you back out, you faggot, camper, whatever, something, I don't know, rage quit. And I thought, well, okay, firstly, how do you rage quit before a game has even started? And secondly, why would you possibly want to complain when you've just won? So I sent him a message back saying, you know, do you want something? Is something the matter? And he replied back with something like, oh, I want you to play against my entire team. First I think that I've just read the message wrong. And then I start to just think, is this boy special or something? Did I not just do the exact same thing? So I said, okay, I will just leave it at that. That's cool, Pyrotoz, but what was the point of that story? Well, it's a warning. Do not ever have sex with your sister, otherwise the result will be something like that child there. On a more positive note, I want to wish all of you a happy new year. Sorry China, you've got to wait another month or so. I believe it's Year of the Rabbit this year. But, just want to say Happy New Year, whatever you're doing. I haven't really decided what I'm going to be doing yet. I fear that the answer may just be revision for exams that I have in January. But hopefully not. Hopefully it involves a pub and some friends and some good times. But we'll wait and see what happens with that. By the way, back to Black Ops for a second. I actually had a Demolition gameplay earlier. I kind of noticed that Demolition was one of the more popular choices that you guys wanted. I did read the comments, I do read all comments and all messages, even though I don't always reply to them. But it seemed that Demolition was quite a popular choice, and in my attempts to get Ninja Pro and Flak Jacket Pro, which I have now done, those challenges now, I was doing some Demolition, and as it turns out, Demolition is actually quite fun. Even though I wasn't with the party, it was still reasonably fun. And I had a pretty good game on firing range. I think I had like a 44-1 game. I was using an Enfield with a grenade launcher. And I got a couple of plants and a couple of diffusers as well, so it's not all like kill whoring. But as it turns out, Theatre Mode did not record this gameplay, so lesson to be learned, don't always rely on Theatre Mode. It's not as reliable as you might think. So let's talk about weird classes a second. So historically on my channel I've been using weird custom classes in Modern Warfare 2 and World at War, and it was going alright. And in Black Ops some people have pointed out that I haven't really been doing it, and the reason for that is it's not like I've gone off it at all, it's more like what is considered weird in Black Ops. I mean, if there is something, I imagine it involves infrared. But as for balance, I mean, there's no stopping power anymore, which was generally what everyone used in the other games. So pretty much everything else was considered underused. So now that the perks are much more balanced and all, you know, perfectly usable, there isn't really anything that you would consider to be weird. So it's kind of like, well, what am I supposed to use, you know? In my defense, I am still going for variety. I try and upload a different gun or different perk in every single gameplay, because I find that the same thing gets extremely repetitive and dry very quickly, which is probably the reason a lot of people get bored of the game very quick. They're just using the same thing over and over. There's no change of pace, which is why I keep it fresh, and probably why I'm still not bored of the game, you know. The whole reason I do request games is because it gives me an idea of what people want to see, i.e. what is not normally shown. So like the last one, dual HS-10s with like a, I think it was crossbow and, you know, tactical mask, all that kind of stuff. That was interesting, and that was fun to play, and it seemed that people enjoyed that, so I'm glad that the request games fulfills that spot. Other than that, I am still trying, so never fear, I have not lost my old ways. It's just whether or not I actually get these gameplays. I'd say that I don't play Black Ops as much as I played Modern Warfare 2 or World at War simply because of lack of time. To make up for this, I've been doing other things such as the Kingdom Hearts thing and the Wager Match live sessions, which can kind of fill in the gaps between actual main commentaries like this one. So hopefully it means more content for you guys and less work for me. Ha 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 ha. I'm kidding. I do have a lot of stuff to do though, so you have to forgive me if I don't upload as much as I would like to. So that was it. That was my best gameplay on Call of Duty Black Ops so far. Domination on launch using a variety of assault rifles and a nice selection of quote-unquote try-hard perks. So that was it. Final score 51-0, captures 1, defends 13. Hope you enjoyed. Please give a like if you haven't already. Thank you and goodbye.